Hello, how you guys all doing? Welcome to Real Estate Reality with your hosts Darren and Joe over at Urban Hillsides Real Estate. Darren, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Yep,
Waiting for cooler weather again.
busy as
Oh,
usual, isn't it?
yes,
Once
it
again,
is. Of
another
course.
crazy
And,
week.
and just as real estate typically is, it just gets more and more complex. It's amazing how you seem to have it down, it changes, man.
Oh,
It's
and
just
and
what
you
it
know
is.
what? I believe that so much because you've been doing this a long time. For you to
Sure.
say that, it really means something. you know,
Sure. Go for it.
Nothing surprises you most of the time. So, well, look, guys, thanks for joining us. Couple of firsts on this episode. One, we've got some new equipment, new cameras, some other things there. So hopefully you're seeing a little better quality. And then the other thing is, Darren, I mentioned it earlier, we're on Twitter now. So
Wow.
if there's
The
anybody,
the almost the soon to be privately owned Twitter, is that what you're referring to
well,
here?
there was some inspiration there, wasn't there? Yes, yes, yes. In the spirit of Elon Musk, I thought, let's do something new. Let's get on Twitter. So,
Wow.
yeah, that'll
Cool.
that'll be interesting to see. So thanks for anybody that's on Twitter right now, checking us out. So guys, we'll do the usual. We'll talk about a topic that we feel is interesting for this week. In this case, it'll be about local news, local real estate news, in particular, hyper local towards Northeast Los Angeles. So, Darren, as I was mentioning as an idea, maybe this is once a month, but really, the way things are changing so much, maybe it's just one or two mentions every week about things that are happening in the local area, whether it's development, homeless issues, historic preservation, quality of life issues, that sort of thing, because it does all affect, real estate. So,
And it's more relevant as it's local. The broader strokes matter, but then it always gets down to finer local components. So
yeah,
honing in on those periodically is important.
yeah. So we're going to start that. That's another first, three firsts this episode,
Wow.
and then we're going to talk about solds in the form of seller wins and then also buyer wins. And then Darren's going to highlight some active new listings in the last 7 days that seem to make either value or just very intriguing by their location or their architecture, that sort of thing. So let's get started. And I will start with the thrilling disclaimer. Darren Hubert and Joe Cloninger are real estate agents at Avenue 8 under the Urban Hillsides brand. All opinions expressed by Urban Hillsides or guests on this video are solely their own and do not reflect the opinions of Avenue 8. You should not treat any opinion expressed by Urban Hillsides as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or follow a particular strategy, but only as an expression of Urban Hillsides team's opinions. This video is for informational purposes only. So there you go. All right. Next, let's pull up my email. Let me pull up my email here. And we're just going to, there are plenty of things going on. We're going to leaf through this and skim through it pretty quick. But we'll get to the points. The first one is, Darren, about a big commercial buy in Highland Park. So let me go show that here. Let's see. Bear with. Share. Okay. Share screen. There we go. So this comes from our friends at The Real Deal, Los Angeles. This is an industry real estate site all over the nation, but they do have their own Los Angeles edition. And it's entitled Harcum Family Buys in Highland Park. So Asana Partners sells 41K square feet portfolio in Figueroa for $28.7 million. So just in general, I won't go through the whole thing. But if you know where Kitchen Mouse is, that's one of the buildings there. The other one, not particularly sure where it is. But in general, it is the hot Highland Park Figueroa corridor that most of you should know. This was purchased by the Harcum family, who sold, I guess, a shuttered hotel in Rodeo Drive on Beverly Hills for $200 million, and they've got some change that they need to to invest with. So anyway, any comments there, Darren, about Highland Park and the Figueroa corridor?
Just that Highland Park, both the York and Figueroa corridor, I think, as much as, or clearly more than anywhere in Northeast, is so walkable. There's just so many
Yeah.
commercial storefronts.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising to see, as there has been for at least a decade now, some real money being pumped into those communities.
Yep. Yep. So there's that one. Let's take a look at another topic. Oh, this is a good one. So this is about the Vista Theater. Vista Theater was purchased by Quentin Tarantino, the director. And they have started. I've been driving by here because I live not too far away. And yeah, the sign's being redone. Obviously, the interior will be redone. And everybody has a love for this theater. It's Egyptian theme inside. It's a great theater. But we'll see how it looks. I think the idea was sometime in the fall, it should be ready to have its first screening. So I'm sure that'll be a star-studded affair.
A great example of restoration by somebody who has the money to restore.
Yeah.
Right? It's not about making money on the showing a few movies for somebody like Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
And preservation really works in situations like that. So,
Yeah.
it's awesome that he's doing it.
Well, and his history. Obviously, he's a film lover, right? He first started at a video store somewhere, I forget where, and that was really his source of inspiration to become a director. But he purchased, gosh, I don't know, maybe it's 10 years ago now, an old theater on Beverly Boulevard. And my wife and I have been to a couple screenings there, and same idea, right? He loves film. He's got the money to preserve some of these great buildings and great theaters that obviously can't compete with these 18 theater mega theaters, but have their own charm.
They can't, and they don't need to make money on the front end. The great thing about it is that he can overpay, he can overinvest, and it's it's a project that he can feel great about, and it serves the community well.
Yep. Okay. Another one, and just to let you know where I'm pulling some of this from, I mentioned therealdeal.com earlier. This is from our beloved theeastsiderla.com. The publisher and editor over there, Jesus Sanchez, extremely dedicated to what's going on in Northeast Los Angeles. He's an Echo Park resident himself, long time. And, if you've got a little extra change, try to support them. They ask for donations, sponsorships from readers, and they do a lot of good work. So please check out, again, theeastsiderla.com. So this one is probably a little controversial, Darren. And you've got some insight into this being a community leader down in Echo Park when it comes to development. So Sunset Boulevard development raises concern among Silver Lake neighbors. So Darren, you might, I know this stretch between Parkman and, let's say Lucille, at least, there's been a lot of development going on. So it reads here, plans to reshape a strip of Sunset Boulevard with multi-storied housing are facing blowback from residents. Silver Lake Coalition for Responsible Development was formed in response to 4 projects that would bring about 350 units of housing in a quarter mile between Parkman Avenue and Mitchell Sereno Street.
Yep.
They are the work of RYDA, a development company run by brothers Daniel and Ryan Neiman rather. Coalition members say they want to ensure the projects stay within density and height limits, don't clog nearby narrow streets with traffic, and are subject to appropriate review. I'll skip down, but basically, I guess the complaint was the timing of this was not opportune. This was a while back, but update January 13th. The Planning Commission approved the project with additional units. So, there was a timing issue there. That's right. Oh, yeah. Between Christmas and New Year's, neighbors were notified of another forthcoming hearing, January 13th, about further concessions.
Sure.
So, all valid points, right? Density issues of parking, height and those things. It's the kind of normal push and pull we talk about sometimes, Darren, right? Between developers and the citizenry.
It is. It's consistent. Nobody wants it in their backyard. It's really that simple. It always comes down to that. Some people are more tolerant of others, and Sunset Boulevard through our communities is deeply underdeveloped.
Hmm.
It's a major thoroughfare through the city, and in addition to that, they have, based on the community plan,
Hmm.
and council member engagement with those community plans, have agreed to keep it underdeveloped, with setting maximum heights like 3 stories, which is low for a major thoroughfare, but fine. The amazing thing is that you still get pushback even when they're only hitting those numbers potentially of 3 stories and
Yeah.
staying within the guidelines. What pushes those things outside of the guidelines these days are, the need to have housing. So sometimes they'll allow additional housing, less parking if it's on a major thoroughfare. But my issue is always, you need housing. You can't,
Yeah.
theoretically, you will hopefully hit a point where the volume of inventory will now help regulate the cost of housing, because right now the underdevelopment of housing pushes the prices high, and then those prices are limited by the city, and it's just, they're in conflict. It doesn't make sense. So
Yeah.
we need
Yeah.
more housing.
Well, the other thing too, and I don't have like their full history, but the Naaman brothers, they are part of this community. One of them runs Tender Greens, the restaurant up the street. I think they have deeper roots than we might think. And with that in mind, I think they're going to have to certainly listen to the neighbors in some respect and address some of these issues, or they just won't be good neighbors. That's it.
Yeah. And yeah, I get it. And I'll say this, there's nothing wrong with making money and building housing.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's like the first approach at so many of these community events, that
Yeah.
you're just greedy because you're building housing. Well, who is going to build it? Of course, they're going to want to make money in the process.
Right.
And that is an opportunity to make your request, to make it um, to blend into the community the best it can,
Right.
and to get some accommodations to make it match. And those things happen. So great. There will be hearings, and this group. What I typically don't like is the way it's presented is like, well, they're standing up to prevent these terrible things from happening.
Yeah.
That's not the case. And just even the way
Right.
the article's written, that's how it's written. No, they're standing up to, make sure they get some accommodations for the community. And if
Yeah.
you present it that way, I say good for you.
Yeah.
Go for it. Make it
Yeah.
match our community the best it can.
Yeah. Okay. Well, great. I'm sure we'll hear a little bit more about that later. The next one is so there's like a couple on this one. Uh, couple things. Home prices keep rising. Not really big news, but specifically in Los Angeles, he's talking about the median price of an existing single-family home in LA metro area was 770,000 in March, up from 725,000 in February, and up from 680,000 one year ago. City
Hmm.
News Service reported.
It's huge.
So, yeah, again, we always a lot of these stories we reference are national, but yeah, LA's a whole other world. The other thing that I thought was interesting here, Darren, is in Cypress Park, homes for the homeless are now scheduled to rise along the 500 block of Avenue 19, and it'll house 130 people. And it's 34 residential units, 4 beds per unit. Will be bound on all sides by West Avenue 19, the 110 freeway, and San Fernando Road and Riverside Drive near the roundabout. Uh,
Oh, got it.
yeah, yeah. These state
Know
certified
exactly where that
residential
is.
units will be larger than the 8 foot by 8 foot pallet homes of some tiny villages, instead measuring 12 by 28 feet. Wow. And will come fully equipped with kitchens, bathrooms, and living spaces, according to Mary Nimick with the city's Bureau of Engineering. Some of these units will also be hitched together to form a fourplex or a duplex. Oh, wow. The construction contract for the project was awarded Wednesday to Ford EC at a projected cost of $4,747,500. Construction is expected to finish in October. There you go.
Oh, that's fast. That's great.
Yeah.
Built
Yeah.
off site, brought on, and just pour some foundations,
And
pull them down.
if my geography is hitting me right, that's a pretty perfect area for one, right? Not a lot of
Well,
neighbors in that direction.
fewer neighbors. It's more of
Fewer.
an industrial area. It's somewhat near the Home Depot over there
Yeah.
at Figueroa and San Fernando.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are opportunities for expansion in that area because
Yeah.
there are some very large industrial properties that are not of high use, and a couple that we've rented for some clients over there that have been converted from industrial buildings to residential buildings as well. So
Yeah, one thing I was going to mention, and I really haven't looked into it too hard, but I know in that right off Alvarado there's a new homeless village, kind of that Echo Park, Silver Lake border. Again, I haven't really looked into it, but I imagine it's like some of the others, like in Highland Park, and I think there's one in Eagle Rock now. So
sure, yeah, there's one right off the freeway in Eagle Rock at Figueroa.
Finally, on this one, wanted to call out. Let's see here. What is it? Oh, Echo Park. The wooden framework of a senior affordable housing complex on Montana, just west of Echo Park Avenue, is nearly complete. Urbanize reported, when finished, the 5-story building will offer 64 apartments to households earning up to 30% of the area median income. Rents are expected to range from $591 to $633 a month.
Wow.
Yeah, that is a wow. So good for Echo Park and affordable housing. Let's see what else as we leaf through this thing. Okay. Well, Taylor Yard Bridge. That's fairly recent. Hold on here. Picture looks great. Newest LA River Bridge for pedestrians and cyclists will link Cypress Park and Elysian Valley. So super cool. There are a number of bridges over there right now that are really great that cross the LA River. So
yeah, ironically, they spent some real money on a nice bridge that crossed over between Atwater and the bike path. You see it as you're going up the 5 before Colorado. And it wasn't community to community. It was one community to a biking path on the other side of the river, right by the freeway. This bridge and this location will be impactful, in my opinion, in those communities because it will bridge.
You're right. That other one looks
communities.
great, but it is really far up there.
This is a much more valid bridge that will change some neighborhoods potentially and have people crossing over. Because there's a long span between there, all the way between, Figueroa to Fletcher, where you cannot cross over. Right. So this one's needed.
Cool. All right. So that's another one. Let's see. Our last one here. Let's see here. This is interesting. This was in Lincoln Heights. Hold on. And we've done some leases over in this area. So it is Lincoln Heights. 200 apartments and a food hall are hitting the market near Vincent DePaul Thrift Store. Barranca Studios at Barranca Street and San Fernando Road could revive this primarily industrial section of Lincoln Heights or smother the old neighborhood spirit, depending upon who you talk to. Look at that.
Right. So that's the same area that the tiny home village just went into. It's very close to it.
Yeah, just a block
right there. We've been watching that being built. It is across from the building that we've rented in previously. So
let's see here. Construction has begun. 5-story building along Johnson Street, 97 affordable apartments. Ground was broken for Brine Residential, a name inspired by the A1 Eastern Homemade Pickle Company that used to occupy part of the site. Mixed-use development will also have 28,000 square feet of retail on the first floor. Wow, that's really going to change things there.
Yeah, there is no retail. They've been building housing there, for sale housing, but no retail. So that will be impactful. I agree with you, Joe. Yeah.
Wow.
That's great.
Okay. So that is it for our news flash, our hyperlocal news flash. Again, check out the eastsiderla.com And we'll be pulling from other places like Urbanize, Los Angeles, The Real Deal, Biz Now, and some other local media sources to keep you informed about what's going on. All right, so let's move on to uh, seller wins and buyer wins. Let's see here. Boop. Oops, not that. Um, so many choices on this thing. Yeah.
Well,
gosh.
today there was a lot of volume, right? So are
Oh,
we,
yeah. Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
over 50 in each, and about an equal balance between new listings as well as solds.
Yeah.
But the numbers definitely ticked up.
Yeah, in my email to you, I was trying to figure it out, and it must be a combination of a couple things, right? What do you think?
Well, I think 40s is normal. So 50s is just time of the year, post COVID, although it's kind of coming back again. Maybe
Hmm.
people are, I think, those who have been on the fence for selling might just be in this round. Okay, prices have bumped even that much more.
Yeah.
Maybe it's now my time. It's a little safer. It's my time
Yep.
to make a move.
I think also too on the buyer side, that may have hastened some sales as well, right? Because of interest rates for some, maybe.
It absolutely has. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the first seller win. This is 4047 Tropico Way. Started at a price of $1,790,000 and landed at a miraculous
This is
$2,955,000.
our biggest gain that I can recall since we've been doing this, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Over $1
It
million.
is. $1,165,000. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, let's see
over
what that
30%.
looks like.
It's crazy. They did a wonderful job on this property, but that's going to make a lot of neighbors very happy. And we've already emailed at least 3 of them that we know personally.
Well, let's talk about the stats here. 4047 Tropico Way. This is in Mount Washington, mid-century, very much so. 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 2,362 square feet of living space. It's on a very nice sized lot, probably hillside, 17,000 square foot lot. This took 11 days on the market, and this was brought to us by Ariel Dupertuis. Dupuertui. Gosh, I'm terrible at that. This is Sotheby's International Realty. And then on the buy side, representing the buyer, was Carrie Haynes over at Compass. So, gosh, man, what did they not put into this house? It's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. They did a nice job outside. We're always
Yeah.
impressed with like true exterior finishes that are an expansion of the interior space, and it certainly feels that way. 2,300 is a good house, 2,300 square feet, but then you add that, and these are, yeah, they're wonderful views on this street over off of Tropico, and that's off of Sunny Heights there, and this
Right.
one's no exception. And you get a lot of privacy in the backyards as well, and a lot of them, depending on how they're situated from neighbors, but I think a lot of them are quite nicely situated.
Yeah. I was trying to judge that view a bit, and it's kind of half of this, half of that. It's like, you've got some trees kind of hiding the view, but at the same time, they're very nice looking trees. So I
Yeah,
think
it's
you get a
not a
little bit
city
of both.
view. You're
Yeah.
not getting city lights. You're
Right. It's
getting,
going, yeah. It's
it's
going this way.
hillsides and
Yeah.
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice sunsets. The views, a lot of them do face sunsets and open space down below.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's a
Never a
nice
neighbor on this
location.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, you have no neighbor off the backside of you. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next one. This is 2044 Mayview Drive. Look it up here. Okay. See what that looks like. Oh, yeah. This was another good architecture this week overall. Really good architecture. Okay. Okay. 2044 Mayview Drive. This isn't too far away from where I am. This is Franklin Hills in Los Feliz. Two bedroom, two bath, 1,512 square feet of living space. Sold price 2,276,000, and it started at 1,750,000. Let's see, how big is the lot? The lot was let's see. Oh, there it is. I forget. Let's see. 4,000. It's not a big lot, but yeah, hillsides, views, unique architecture. It's
Yeah,
all here.
beautiful kitchen, beautiful master bath. It's an inspiring space
Yeah.
with some history there, which they also have as one of the photos. A little bit of the history of the house.
So yeah, $526,000 increase. I do have to say, just to comment on these pictures, not so great. But the place is so damn nice.
They're dark.
It almost doesn't
Yeah.
matter. That's kind of funny.
Well, right. Photos get you to the property.
Right.
Then in the end, what you do with it once you're there, it either works or it doesn't for you. Floor plans help you understand the flow, which is important, how they connect to the outdoors. Photos don't always show that. In the end, the ideal situation is the 3D scan, which exceeds all of it,
Right.
in my opinion.
Right.
But,
And, obviously, it kind of looks like somebody's living there. It looks a little cluttered, but a little surprised by the pictures.
Yep.
Okay. And that was brought to us by Take Sunset, Rob Calick. And, oops, I don't know who the buyer was. So next is we go to Angus Street. This is 2955. Oops, closed out there. Hold on. This is 2955 Angus Street. It started at 2,195,000 and landed at 2,700,000 for a $505,000 increase.
Yeah, I love picture number 2 has their name in the picture, which is totally illegal in the MLS.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. Yeah, so we know who the listing agent is.
Let's see.
But
let's see here. Oh yeah, that's kind of not cool. Beautiful house once again, 2955 Angus Street, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,000, almost 2,100 square feet of living space. Again, mid-century look. This is in Silver Lake. Sold for $2,700,000 on a almost 11,000 square foot lot. 16 days on the market, and brought to us by Joe Reichling and Bonnie Bryant over at Compass. And Jennifer Gainey was the buyer's agent, Compass as well. Yeah.
Yeah, not much. I mean, just mid-century vibe throughout, from the front through the house into the backyard. The flat roof has just its presence is there throughout a lot of glass. It's a lovely space.
Yeah. Did it have a lake view? Kind of doesn't show it.
No, it just looked like it was.
It's too far over, maybe. Yeah. Okay. All right. Next on the list, guys, is 3710 Effingham Place. And this started at $3,150,000 and it landed at $3,591,000 for a $441,000 increase. Let's see what that looks like.
Yeah,
Okay.
a nice Los Feliz home, Spanish style.
Yeah.
Pool home, big arched ceiling in the living room, big picture window with tile around it. Yeah, very traditional Los Feliz home. Lovely. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you're right. Right. Los Feliz in Spanish, it very much comes together in that area. 4 bedroom, 5 bath, 2,600 square feet on a 6,800 square foot lot. 6 days on the market. Wow. And this is brought to us by Christopher Grillo, Tracy Doe over at Compass. And on the buy side, I believe another Tracy Doe agent, Rosemary Portillo. Might be wrong about that. But yeah, beautiful. Okay. Buyer wins, or what we consider buyer wins. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. I had some notables, Darren. We don't have to talk about it, but 3822 Latrobe,
Sure.
because we do a lot in that area. 1,195,000 finished out at 1,575,000 for a $380,000 increase.
Just a huge number. I mean,
Yeah.
3 years ago we were selling 1,400 square foot house, and we hit the mid nines, and I mean, we tipped over the scale of
Right.
9, and it was breaking a record. Just what a tremendous jump in a couple of years.
Yep.
And that neighborhood always had tremendous value, which I know was why we ended up there a lot.
Yeah, completely discovered now, I guess.
But it's been discovered. Yes.
All right, buyer wins. So we're going to 4219 Effie Street. This started at $1 million and it landed at a final price of $975,000 for a $25,000 reduction. And let's see what that looks like. I'll be honest with you, it doesn't look like much because I don't know if they sold it this way, but only exterior photos. So that was worth $25,000, I guess. 2 bedroom, 1 bath. This is, I guess, technically Los Feliz. It's right there at a border.
More Silver Lake, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
I felt like the guy didn't really label it correctly. Small lot, 3,000 square foot lot. A whopping, wow, I didn't see this, 190 days on the market.
Whoa.
What's wrong with that picture? Well, it started at an original list price of a greedy $1,200,000.
Well.
So, and then went to $1 million.
You get what you can get, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Nothing,
190 days. That's some patience.
Yeah,
this is brought to us by, Brenton Chin was the listing agent. KCP Group, Inc., out of the 626. And on the buy side, Angela Acuff at Compass. So good for Angela for picking that up. All right. Next is, 2270 Edendale Place. This started at $1,995,000. It landed at $1,950,000 for what is that? $45,000 reduction. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. My first impression of this, although it hits some notes, oops, hold on here. There we go. Very flipper-like, and sure enough, it was flipper-like. It was a flipper. 2270 Edendale Place, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,150 square feet. This is in Silver Lake. $1,950,000 was the sold price. Started at $1,995,000. Days on market 12, so it was short. And this is brought to us by Yulia Gayevska at Oak Tree Realty. And on the buy side, Julie Sanders at Redfin. So,
yeah, we're used to seeing white on white, but even in this house, that white on white feels sterile because they don't have contrasting staging.
Right.
Often that's what pulls it together. You can manage the color and some staging, and then it doesn't feel sterile. But this place just feels sterile. The exterior finishes are not a match for the neighborhood. Certainly to trigger an emotional response. And as I totally should not say this, I'm sure, That's why you
Go
got a
ahead.
Redfin buyer. So,
Yeah. Yep. Yep. A little lost. Yep. All right. Well, there you go. Let's see. I think I have one more here. Oh no, two more. So we're going, Darren, to 4454 Sunnycrest Drive, and this started at 1,200,000 and landed at 1,110,000 for a 90,000 reduction. Let's see what we have here. Oh, this was a weird one, man. Kind of an odd bird here. So this is half a house.
really?
Somebody ran out of money, it looks like. 4454 Sunnycrest Drive. This is Eagle Rock. 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,891 square feet of living space on a 7,500 square foot lot. Final price, $1,110,000. Days on market, 7. And yeah, it started at
Just not done.
$1,200,000.
Yeah.
It's like right there, it feels, doesn't it?
Well, it doesn't have a kitchen, doesn't have bathroom finishes. It's
Okay.
lacking all the fixtures, but it does. Looks like all the structural components are in place. And, it needs
Right.
flooring. It needs
So yeah, maybe they were like 100,000 short. And maybe that's what somebody's going to have to put into this.
There's always unique cases, man.
Yep. So this is brought to us by Robert Austin at the Sophia Real Estate Group out of the 909. And on the buy side, Kyu Hyung Lee, Won Suk Kim Real Estate. Congrats to both for getting this done. Okay. And then the final one, let's see, Darren, was 2568 Park Oak Drive. And this was on the high side already, 7,895,000. And they got a token 100,000 reduction, 7,795,000. But hey, it's money, so they got it. Let's see here. Looked pretty gosh darn good to me. I don't know what they.
Gosh, another person doing some marketing in a photo there on photo number 2.
Oh yeah, it's funny you mentioned this because I've noticed this lately in a couple listings where they're putting in the screenshot of the video, which I get, but yeah, you're right. Somebody's not watching over at the MLS, or they're not going through the photos. It doesn't get picked up as text. Something's going on there.
Well, this is interesting to me, Joe. We have an almost 8,000 square foot house that we've been working on selling for quite some time. And it's coming in the 4 million range. This is 8 million over in the Hollywood Hills / Los Feliz area here.
Yeah. They call it Los Feliz, but yeah, it's going towards Hollywood Hills. 5-bedroom, 7-bath, 6,434 square feet of living space. Wow. 38,721 square feet of lot. 7,795,000 final price. Took 39 days on the market to sell. This was brought to us by Alfonso Lascano and Bjorn Farrugia and Chad Hines over at Hilton and Highland. And on the buy side, Andrew Rhoda at Compass. So
it's a really nice lot. The lot is fantastic, which I'm sure also offers a lot of privacy along with it, separation from other houses, and the views are spectacular.
Yeah.
In the end, to have that space and those components justifies the price, I guess.
Yeah. Right. Someone's got the money, maybe an upgrade to the bathroom, but pretty flawless. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Well, we will now move on to your part of the live stream, Darren. We are going now to check out some interesting actives. Let's see if I can pull up what we need here. New listings, top picks. There we go. What do you see out there on the?
Well, I'm going to start very close to my place, and it's actually I expected more, and I quickly Didn't get it. 2200 Valentine.
Oh, okay. 2200 Valentine.
It's a lot of square footage.
Okay.
It's just not impressive inside. It looks occupied and not updated. And it's got a little bit of funkiness on the rear patio and how they've structured that. So, $1.8 million fixer here in Echo Park.
2200 Valentine Street. Yeah, wow. This is in Echo Park, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 2,400 square feet of living space, 5,800 square feet of lot, 1,795,000. Seems a little overpriced still, but
I don't know
we'll
what to
see.
say.
Yeah.
With more regularity, I'm seeing more and more $2 million homes in this pocket pretty consistently.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and here's one. Let's 2137 Lemoyne. So this one's finished, but it's almost 1,000 square feet less,
Mhm.
and it's listed at 2,095,000.
Yep. Wow. Well, this is brought to us by Andrew Molesky. Andrew. All right. ACM Properties. Good luck with that. Not much cleanup there. They're looking for a 45-day rent back, seller wise. Okay. I'm sorry, Darren. What was the other one you wanted to go see? Was it the one on Lemoyne?
It was Lemoyne, yeah.
Oh, could you give me the address again?
Sure, man. 2137 Lemoyne.
37 Lemoyne. Okay. All right. Well, at least this one's a little fixed up. You know, I wonder if this is the one I was
This
talking
one sold a year and a half ago. I feel like I've looked at this house with at least one client.
Wow. Well, they've done a lot. Let me read the stats here. 2137 Lemoyne. This is Echo Park, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,580 square feet of living space. 2,095,000 is the ask on this. It's a 6,700 square foot lot. 3 days on the market so far, and brought to us by Ernesto Espinoza, Allison James Estates and Homes.
Yeah,
Yeah, looks nice.
it does.
Yeah.
Let's jump over to what's become the norm in this neighborhood now. 2403 Hill Drive
Okay.
for just below
24
3 million.
Hill Drive. There it is. Hold on. There it is. Let's see what we got. Okay. Oh gosh, did we see this one already? I'm trying to think.
Maybe. I think we did.
Yeah, I think we did. This is Charlie Clark's. We featured this last week. Sorry about that.
All right.
It's another one.
2160 Estes Road. I like the way the
2160.
exterior photo
Is that
looks.
ESTUS?
ESTES.
Estes. Okay. Estes. All right, there we go.
Nice mid-century.
Okay, I'm getting there. Yeah, great first picture. 2160 Estes Road. This is Eagle Rock, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,791 square feet of living space. It's a lease. How'd this get on my radar?
Oh, didn't notice that.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
Well, it's a lease. 10,000 a
it's
month.
sale as well, Joe. It's up for sale. The link I have is a sale at
okay.
1,600,000.
So they're doing both. All right,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me see if I can find this. 60. Well, somebody needs to really sell it, it seems. Is that how you would perceive that?
Wow, 10,000 a month.
Nice. Hmm. Oh, snap. Hold on. Who is repping this? Let's see. There it is. All right. 2160 Estes Road, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,791 square feet of living space on 12,000 square foot lot. Wow, 1,599,000. There will be opens on, let's see, this is Thursday, 11 to 2, and then looks like Friday, 5 to 7 for a twilight. Really nice inside. 4 days on the market. Brought to us by Tracy King and Keely Myers at Compass.
Cool.
All right.
4822 Druid Street. I sold a house. First time I was introduced to that area is probably like 2009, maybe.
4822 Druid.
Yeah, it's a nice pocket of El Sereno. Over at the close to the Hillside Village area. And this house looks clean. It's not a highly emotional, high design house, but it looks very clean at a reasonable price. It's very similar to the house I sold over there.
4822 Druid Street, El Sereno. 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,080 square feet of living space, $797,500. That's a great price. 5,300 square feet lot. It'll be open, I believe that is Sunday, 10 to 7. 2 days on the market, and brought to us by Jorge Leal. Tobias Leal, broker. Yeah.
Cool. Let's see. There's one on Meridian, which is obviously Highland Park, 5726 Meridian Street.
Oh, hold on. 5726 Meridian. Okay. Okay. All right. 5726 Meridian Street, Highland Park, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,464 square feet of living space, listed at $1,098,000. It's 7,400 square feet of lot, which is nice. Days on market 7 so far, and let's see here, Tracy Doe and Mindy Ray at Compass. Let's see here. Yep, no open house. So.
It's priced well. It's a finished house, although it doesn't have all modern updates. But it's very clean and priced well.
Yep. But, right, as we've seen the trend in El Sereno, certainly could go up.
Oh, the price will go up on this one. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe we end on this last one here, 4226 Berenice Place.
Hold on. Say that again.
4226.
Okay. There it is. Okay. This looks nice. Let's see. Okay, 4226 Berenice Place. This is Montecito Heights. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 750 square feet of living space, $899,000. It's on a 2,600 square foot lot. 6 days on the market so far. And Lauren Reichenberg over at Compass is the listing agent. So 750 square feet. Looks like they did as much as they could.
It looks like they did a really good job with the use
Yeah.
of the square footage.
Yeah.
It does look like bedrooms at the back, so you have to go through a bedroom to get outside, but it's nice. The bathrooms are nice. The finishes are nice. Yeah. Congrats on that. It's well priced.
Yep. All right. Here, let me get out of here. Okay. So as we close out, I always ask the question, and I don't know if we'll have the answer, but Darren, any parting shots, anything you'd like to say to our viewers?
Keep an eye on rates. We've had a couple cases where if you're out there in the market buying, you're getting serious about writing an offer, make a quick call to your lender, understand what your payments are going to be, make sure it still all makes sense.
So true.
Yeah. And it's I hesitate to say this, although I shouldn't. There's some reasoning behind it. But
if you don't, I may. Go ahead.
maybe take a little time to shop rates. Understand that the right lender will matter. If they can't give you the terms, short terms, pre-approved, through underwriting in advance, then it's not going to work. It's not just an internet search. It's much more than that. But, as things shift and move quickly, some lenders may shift slightly in slightly different directions than others.
Yeah. Really good point. The other thing that I was going to add on to that, because I know it's happened for us, but, and maybe it's more of a theory at this point, but, for those selling and for those then having to buy, this might be kind of a critical point of being able to get what you want still as a buyer in terms of these interest rates, right? Going up. Let's hope you get the right price at the beginning, but also as you're beginning your buy, there might be a critical moment here of maybe threading that needle, right? Getting some value.
There's always these little micro movements, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to define them when you're in the process, meaning that maybe there's a pullback from buyers. Maybe there's a move in from buyers because of some recent news or adjustments. Well, the recent adjustments are interest rates. So maybe there's a short pullback from buyers. That's an opportunity that could happen, depending on who your purchaser is, or, it doesn't always signify a bigger trend and direction, but if you're available in that moment, stay engaged. Don't just disconnect after multiple attempts, because in those moments of opportunity, if you're engaged, you could win in that moment.
Yeah, right. The tens of offers may actually be winnowing down to the real serious players now. You might need to be there. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, look, thanks a lot for joining us today. We made it. Thanks for staying with us. We'll see you next week. Take care. Bye now.
Bye.